Hey everybody, this is Demari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be doing the 2020 New Year messages for the sign of Sagittarius. Now, just to let you know the layout that I'll be using, I'll be pulling a card in regards to the energies that you're leaving behind in 2019 using the Dark Mirror Oracle deck. To get insight as to what energies you're moving towards in 2020, I'll be using the Work Your Light Oracle deck. And then finally, I'll be pulling some messages from the Wild Unknown Tarot. So let's get stuck in. Sagittarius, what is it that you're leaving behind in 2019? What is it that your shadow self revealed to you in order to heal and that you've now resolved? Interesting. Forgetting oneself. So here, this card talks about you're a fire sign, okay? And fire signs are very, very passionate, okay? They can be very alluring to many of the other signs. But you also can have this fast kind of energy about you, very in and out, almost non-committal in some cases, right? But you have a lot of passion, you have a lot of creativity, you know, a lot of confidence generally. And I feel like with this card, forgetting oneself, it's a case of you still have your mask on right now because, you had your mask on because you felt like it's easier to kind of just enjoy things as they are than longing for something more. So you kind of just you were taking things as they came, you know, kind of taking it easy, not really getting too involved in anything. Not putting too much of yourself in anything and just taking it at face value and, you know, enjoying it for what it was. But I feel like it came a point where you felt like you were sacrificing more and more of your own depth in order to just keep the party going, right? And I feel like a lot of you just kind of started to get really tired of that energy. And as such, you kind of decided to put it to bed at this time. Or at least you're starting to come out of it because, you know, it's not really fulfilling you. It's like, okay, it was great for a while, but now I want something else, okay? What is actually going to give me that longevity? What's going to fulfill me in the long term? Because this isn't cutting it anymore. It was fine for a while. So, I mean, this could be in relation to a job. This could be in relation to a passion project. This could be in relation to, you know, a relationship or some, you know, someone you were dating casually maybe. You know, any of those things. So take it however it resonates if it does. Okay, but I feel like you're kind of putting that energy to bed because you're like, okay, I want something more. I want something that's going to make me happy in the long term, not just for now, right? That's the energy I'm getting from that. So do you take it however it resonates if it does. If it doesn't, that's fine. Maybe have a look at one of my other videos for the 2020 messages because, you know, you're going to have other placements in your chart. So just take a look at what resonates for you. Okay, so let's have a look then in regards to what it is that you're moving towards in 2020. What will you be aligning with, Sagittarius, in 2020? Wow, okay. There was way too many cards there, so I'm just going to shuffle again. Sagittarius, what are you moving towards? Interesting. You got protection, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. Interesting. This is you essentially saying that, okay, I've been giving a lot of my time and attention to areas of my life that's not really serving me. You know, things within my life that is actually doing more harm than good. I've been connecting with people who are doing more harm than good. And I'm calling my energy back. I'm not investing in these fleeting connections anymore. I'm not investing in fickle friends. I'm not investing in toxic connections with family members. I'm not investing in my own, you know, ego massaging behaviors anymore. I'm going to go after what actually gives me that fulfillment, that emotional abundance, and that feeling of, you know, soul level connection, soul level meeting of minds, right? So you're calling back your power, as it says. You're calling back your energy. You're cutting the ties from the things that no longer serve you moving into 2020. So you're going to be doing a lot of energy work, Sagittarius. You may do a lot of shadow work, a lot of light work, energy clearing, balancing, possibly even banishing, okay? If you've been under a psychic attack from others or of a more supernatural ilk, then I feel like you're going to be doing a lot of work in severing those ties. Whatever you've been feeding, I feel like you're going to sever and banish, okay, in one way or another. So that's really, really important, and it's good that you're stepping into that space, Sagittarius, because these things have been draining you for some time now. So it's important that you recall your energy and use it towards something that's going to bring you fulfillment, you know, that's going to bring you balance and harmony and peace of mind, okay? So let's have a look then. So what I'm going to be doing is pulling cards in relation to your focus for 2020. So what's going to be your primary focus of the year, what it is that you're being divinely guided towards in 2020, and the guidance that's coming in, and then lastly in relation to the overall outcome for you for the year. So as I said, these are general readings, so only take it if it applies and as it applies, okay? It's not going to be the case for everybody. Alright, okay. So I don't know, 2 cards came out then, I just need 1. So we'll see if any of those flick up again. Okay. So interesting. In regards to your focus, you have the Star in reverse, Aquarius energy. So again, I feel like you are purging, and well, more, it's not so much purging, you're severing the ties from those who dim your light, okay? From all the things that dim your light, that stop you from truly shining in your truth, in your power, in your bliss, the love that would otherwise be pouring out of you. You know, you're retracting from those things. You're pulling your energy back and pouring back into yourself. So your focus really will be severing, doing a lot of clearing, energy clearing, a lot of energy balancing, and really recalibrating, I feel, so that you can go after the things that are abundant, that do give you the joy, the bliss, allow you to express yourself in those beautiful ways. And that really is of, you know, a true soul connection that, you know, that makes you feel like you're in harmony with others, that you're in harmony within yourself, right? So there's going to be a lot of energy processing going on in 2020. You're a guidance at this time from the divine. You're getting or advice, you're getting the 10 of Wands in reverse. So again, you know, having to readdress those connections, severing those ties where needed, okay? Because there's been a lot that you've had to process. There's a lot of entanglement that's been going on between various people and yourself, because there's been some karmic lessons that needed to play out. And I feel like you've learned from some of those already, and there's others that are being wrapped up, right, in 2020. So there's going to be a lot of energy clearing, a lot of disconnection going on between you and various people and circumstances, and especially on the spiritual level as well. So you may be doing a lot of astral work in your dreams in order to sever a lot of these soul ties, a lot of these energy ties that you have with specific things and people. So don't be surprised if you know, all of a sudden you start to wake up feeling more refreshed, right? That while your dreams may be vivid and you may feel like there's a lot going on at one time in your sleep, so that you still feel exhausted and you still feel like you're not really sleeping so well, if you wake up feeling strange, there will come a day where all of a sudden you start to feel more refreshed. You feel lighter, you feel like, oh, I feel really different, I actually feel pretty good. That'll be because of the work that's going on while you're dreaming, okay? And then in regards to the outcome, you have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So as such, because you know the value of your energy now, you understand what it's worth, you understand how people benefit from the energy you give, from the resources and time that you provide, you're really going after those who are actually deserving of it, and you're actually going after you know, reaping more of it, you know, from doing things that make you happy, from putting yourself in situations that enable you to grow and learn, right, more about yourself and what it is that you want. And you're also going to be more open to receiving it as well, like giving and receiving in a very balanced and you know, loving way. Actually, I feel like you're opening yourself up to love more as well. So yeah, this is really, really potent for you, actually, Sagittarius. You're learning how to give and receive love freely with those who are actually genuine, you know, that's not trying to just get something from you or use your energy for their own gain, right? So that's really positive, and that's really beautiful. You know, I'm glad that you're coming away from all this, you know, vampirism and, you know, toxicity in general, you know, because I know it's been draining for you guys. So I do see a lot of that moving away from your life in 2020. A lot of those ties are going to be severed. So it's already started, for no doubt. Like, you're already starting the process, but you're going to see much more of that happening in 2020. Okay, so now I'm just pulling some last energies, last messages that will help you moving forward in 2020. Things to be aware of. Interesting. It's funny how some of these cards keep appearing in the various different signs readings. Okay. So you have the Five of Wands in reverse. Again, disconnect, right? But this is, I feel like in this case, with it being in reverse, you're not conflicted within your mind anymore. I don't feel like you feel like unsure on what you're supposed to do and where things are going wrong. I think you're going to start to see very clearly what's been happening and why you've been feeling the way you've been feeling, why you've been drained, why you've been feeling dispassionate, why you feel disillusioned, because you're going to see that the people, the connections you have in your life right now have been adding to this inner conflict. They've been adding to this confusion and frustration, right? Because they're just feeding off of you and you're just not doing it anymore. So you're going to be severing those ties and really working on clearing up that confusion within yourself and that inner conflict. Next, you have the Eight of Cups. So in order to do that, you're going to kind of distance yourself from a lot of people. You're going to kind of go away and do the inner work. You're really going to look at things from another perspective, so that you can address, you know, what is good for you and what is not. Those who are actually a positive influence in your life and those who are not. What you need to do in order to change things for the better, right? So you're going to do a lot of introspective work so you can figure out how exactly you can go about, you know, going after what it is that you want, what you need to embody to attract what it is that you want in your life. And then finally you have the Sun of Pentacles in reverse. So this is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Earth energy, you know, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. So this is crowning you as well. This is crowning everything. So it's knowing that things are a process. It's going to take time. However, things can only change if you take action. If you recognize what needs addressing, if you recognize in yourself where people were taking advantage, you know, of your vulnerability. And I don't mean vulnerability in the usual sense that, you know, just being open and honest and, you know, exposing ourselves. I don't mean vulnerability in that way, but like your weaknesses, for example, where people have been exploiting that and recognizing that, so you can heal those areas of your life, so you can protect yourself. Remember, see this? Protection, right? So you're going to be doing a lot of inner work in order to create a barrier, a spiritual barrier around yourself and protect yourself from those who would otherwise try and feed and leech off you further, that would try and do you harm for their own betterment, right? So yeah, you're going to get very spiritually strong, Sagittarius, in the year of 2020. You're learning how to defend yourself, protect yourself spiritually, particularly from psychic attacks, from energy vampirism, and you know, things of that ilk. So that's really, really important. And yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts on this. Do let me know in the comments if this is helpful in any way. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And yeah, I look forward to doing your January reading, you know, because I feel like there's going to be more information coming up in relation to this that will help you to spot the red flags in the future, so that you don't find yourself victim of this kind of, you know, spiritual attack or, you know, soul level drainage, you know. So yeah, I hope that was helpful, and I will speak to you guys very soon.